Astd has had its ups and downs with updates, but this update, on the other hand, I genuinely think that this might be Astd's saving grace. Not saving grace, but the game always hasn't been horrible. They just had a few okay updates. Like day one, the Astd X trial, it was pretty good, and it was very easy to grind. You know, all you needed was Okiora. Didn't even need to be high level. Mine is still not max level to this day, and he's not rainbowed at all. It's just look at it. Yeah, he's literally 70% speed. All you needed was Okiora and an average level on your money unit with Midas. And like a shield breaker, obviously. At the time, there was Aaron and Ichigo. And if you didn't have either or, you could use 4-star Zoro. Like, there was so much options you could have used back then. This was the first update. It came with Ace and Zeke and then a bunch of blue lock units we don't care about. This one was good. I liked this update. This was also pretty simple, and it wasn't too inaccessible to people. And for the next update, we had summer update. That was update 2? Yeah, okay, that was update 2 with this guy. I didn't like this update. This update kind of was bad. Not bad, okay? It was just a bit much. You know, you had to really sit there and grind a lot, which it was the summer, right? You had time to do it if you don't have a job and you have nothing else better to do. You know, you could sit here and grind this, and that's what I did. I sat here, I went to Pity, as you can see, I bought the thing, and I got Crocodile. But he kind of sucks. You know, it's like 61,000 for 20,000 damage every 4 seconds with 36 rate. This is kind of bad. This is kind of bad for an update to a unit. Well, who else was this update? Killua. Alright, let's go to Killua, Genesis. Now you're probably looking at this and saying, this is a lot worse. No. This is full AoE every 2 seconds, and he has shock, right? This is better. And Alligator doesn't have anything. He's just pure DPS. And I'm pretty sure his AoE type sucks. So that's something. Alligator, right? Update was kind of okay. And there's also the firework units. I don't have any of them. I don't have Giyu, Mercury Guardian, I don't know her actual name, or Kisame. What else was in this update? Astd 4-star was in this update. This guy was in the update with his extremely weird AoE. I don't like this. It's basically a full AoE, but there's holes in it. It's pretty weird. But that update wasn't too bad, right? I say this isn't what killed the game. The update I would say that killed the game was update 3, right? The Dragon Ball update, Frieza trial update. A lot of people stopped playing on this update. They really didn't like this one. One of the main complaints about the summer update was it's unsoloable. Like, you needed to have friends or people with like a good, they know what they're doing, right? They're not idiots. If you play these type of games, you know that is not really the case. A lot of people are pretty stupid, but a lot of people don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of like, they just put somebody down and they think it'll work. Well, sometimes it's not like that, dude. But in this update, you had your gift box units. Like, if you had points for the summer event, you got a gift box, you got them here. They also brought back summer units. They took away the summer event for a little bit, and they brought it back this update. I'm pretty sure it was this update made it. Maybe it might have been the next one. And then also they added this trial, the Frieza trial. It comes with 3, which is kind of weird. I still haven't done this. I haven't done this once, by the way, because it's not soloable. Like, you need friends to do this. It's pretty hard, man. It's pretty hard. I did this one, but it says 0 to 25 because I did it before this video. I'm glad they added this pity. This is cool. I like this feature that they added, the pity, and that they upped their rates. A lot more accessible for people, because back then, update 1, update 2, it was 1%. 1% unit drops. Not really friendly for people. They didn't want to keep going to the pity. You know, sometimes you still have to, but at least it's not horrible rates, you know? Then there's update 4, which is an amalgamation update. There's a lot of units in this update, and there was no new trial. There's nothing new. There's no raid or anything. I don't remember. Oh, wait, hold on. They actually did add something. They added the towers in this update and the boss rushes. You can come over here and talk to Toby. You can go through all these boss rushes. They give you you know, whatever map you do they give you that item, coins, and then a whole bunch of gems for your first clear. So if you haven't done that, go do that. Then there's tower, there's 100 floors, I think it's 100, maybe 50, I don't know. But there's a whole bunch of floors, you go all the way to the top. In the first one you got Toby, so in that update you got Toby, but this update you get Kai Gaku. So I'm gonna work on that when I can. But that was the content update for this one. For the next update, which was the update before this one, was the JoJo's update. And in the JoJo's update came this fat boy, this guy right here, the Mafia event. In the event, there was a whole bunch of things like pick up a mission, and then you get Devil Shards, which is currency to summon, Mafia Coin, which is the exchange shop, and gems. And depending on how high you were, this being the highest, you get a lot of rewards. So doing this is kind of worth it if you want to put your time into it. But as you can see, a lot of it is kind of difficult. Like beat Trial 1 on strategist. I don't know if people could really do that. And then they also added this for Mafia coin farming and, you know, just for gems. Still haven't done this one. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I really can't be asked. I don't really care about the JoJo's update. I mean, it's cool. You know, there's a new Unbound unit. Let's just go over there. Yeah. Diavolo. I can summon on. Wow. Okay. This is what's on this banner. It never changes. It's always this. That's the JoJo's update. There's also a mini update right before that update, and it was a 5.5 update. Not really anything notable about it. The only thing I can really tell you is this was added to pity and the unit boosts. Bring these people, you get a damage buff, you get reward buffs, and they also just added a few units. They added a few units, but other than that, small little update. And then the update we are currently on is the Demon Slayer update. This is their best update to date. It's very done well. They added the Star Pass right here, as you can see. It goes up to 75. They added a bunch of Bleach units, so I think the next update might be Bleach. Yeah, there you go. We got Kenpachi, Unohana, and the Miracle. Let's see. The new trial, the new Demon Slayer trial over there. I'll get to that just now. They added portals. Right, here's the new upper floor. I don't know her name. Sorry. And they have Doma portals, where this is where you get Shinobu and her Evo item right here. I'm still not done with that. And Akaza. They have Akaza. You can only get Doma and Akaza from the portal. There are drop chance. So if we go to Doma's right here, there's a 2% chance to get the Unbound portal, and once you get there, you have to beat the portal, and then you'll get Doma. And that's the same for Akaza, but I don't have the Akaza portal, I only have the Doma one. So that's how you get Doma and Akaza if you didn't know, at the Demon Slayer trial. With I have Rengoku, but my pity stayed. But I find that pretty cool. I can go back in here, get a copy for him if I really want to, and then the unit boost. With this one, you can only use Demon Slayer. You can't, well, you can use other units, but they're going to be heavily debuffed. So only use Demon Slayer units in that trial, and you'll have a good time in that one. Alright, if you're having trouble, I'll run through this real quickly. Let me just turn these down. But fairly simple. I don't really think you need good traits on any of these guys. Obviously, it's advised, right? You have good trait on them, but I seemed fine without it. But I have corrupted on my Tanjiro, and here he is. Yeah, now let's put his Zenitsu down, and then I'll just farm money for the most part. Show you what it is. Here's Zenitsu right here with corrupted. I haven't actually seen it with corrupted, both of their effects. I'm going to upgrade my Tanjiro twice because of the powerful 2s, and then I'm just going to work on money. This is super simple. You should not have much difficulty when you're running through this. See, as you saw, I didn't even pick the buff. I went with the blue one because it's easy. I don't even think you need those buffs. Maybe if you really don't believe in yourself, or you don't have any Demon Slayer units, you really want Rengoku, just get those buffs. But as you can see, without them, I'm doing just fine. You can also bring a buffer. I brought Shinobu just because I honestly don't know why. I mean, Shinobu is a buffer. If you want to, okay, if I place her down, you can read her passive. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, here's Shinobu right here. I actually haven't seen her animation, so I can see that real quick. They're powerful. I can't see that. Okay. This is Shinobu. Here's her model, and her passive is this right here. If you don't feel like reading it, the only one that matters is the one on the bottom. Demon Slayer units in her range get 10% damage and dodge, and 5% chance for an additional attack. It doesn't stack though, so that kind of sucks. She is 3 placement, so if you do care about her DPS, I'd assume her best trait is All-Star. That is a trait you want to go for. I'm gonna put Rengoku down right now, because if you don't know, in Tanjiro's passive, if you look at the bottom right here, if Rengoku is in Tanjiro's range and targets the same enemy, burn applies slow and launches a guaranteed additional attack. Now the burn applying slow, that's pretty nice, but Rengoku, he's full AoE to start, right? So these people right here, they're getting hit. I could put Rengoku a bit further up, and maybe right here, so he's actually hitting them, upgrade them twice. So like, you know, the full AoE is hitting now. Also, you see intercepting, because with Rengoku's passive, third bullet point, if an ally is attacked, Flaming Tiger takes the hit. If there's any amongst this crowd, yeah, you see attacker right there. If he's attacking, say this Zenitsu or this Tanjiro, instead of them taking the damage, Rengoku will, and he just protects them. But if you have them next to the units, they will also get attacked, so don't place them too close by. See, like, look at that. I have, what's my boosts? They move faster, they have 20% HP, and they don't even get past this line. I'm gonna get the range here because I don't want to deal with those shields, but you could probably do those shields and you'll be fine. Zenitsu's passive, if you want to read this one as well, he can attack while stunned, and every 7 attacks, he deals 220% of his damage. That's basically the gist of it, and he also has Shock, which deals 15% of his damage for over 2 seconds. Like, 2 seconds at a time. So he's a pretty good character. He also attacks very fast, as you can see by his animation right here. Alright, see, and Rengoku is stunned now. That probably means that they can get attacked. But Tanjiro is at 26 HP. He was going down before I had Rengoku down, but now that Rengoku's down, he will sap up all of that damage. Which is great. As you see, they have an ability. Let's just go over this. 55% chance to dodge for 60 seconds for every dodge performed. You get 5% damage and 25 range for the duration of the transport world, which is a minute long. If there's an Akaza in range, or a boss named Akaza, it's 20% chance to crit. So since the last minute, I'll pop that now. And then Rengoku, he just does he just does a whole lot of damage. When you have 2.5 million damage or under 30% HP, so there's 30 HP, I'll pop this now, and next time he attacks, he's gonna do a heap of damage. There you go. I don't know if it went through, but it's going down, and then that's kind of it. Yeah, look, he's already dead. That was very, very easy. I did that in 7 minutes with 1 buff to my name. It was a range buff. So, very simple update. I would go through the portals, but I don't think I could solo that. I could try real quick. I will go try, see if I could solo that. Let me roll trait on it real quick. Yeah, I got corrupted.